If any of you all have ever been part of a budget process, either for a business or for a church or for yourself for that matter, you know how difficult it can be. What you're looking at is what I've got here, what I can see, and what it is that I need to spend. And it's very often that they don't match up quite right. So what we're finding ourselves having to do is take what it is that we've got and saying, well, this limits us in what we're able to do. Let me tell you about an experience just very briefly of a little church in North Carolina where I was serving, and we decided that we were going to take God at His Word. We had a dream night, and this was a night that I helped prepare them for several weeks, and we talked about 5 different areas of ministry. And what I asked them to do was take those 5 areas of ministry, and I identified the various ministries that fit under each one. And what I told them is, I want you to be praying about how God would speak to you and what it would be that He would have you praying for, and maybe what ministry He would have you part of. And then when we come together for that dream night, we're going to set up 5 easels, which we did, and we set them across the stage. And I put a scribe at each one ready to write whatever came up. Well, what we did, we got off to a slow start because no one in a church setting had ever done that was there. So after a few people stood up and said a few things, then it was just like popcorn. People were standing up. Next thing you knew, all 5 tally sheets was full, and some of them were 2 pages long of the various things that they felt God was impressing upon them for their church to do. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. What we did, we took those pages and we put them up on a wall. And the team that we had selected to do this part of the process, we decided these are the things that we can do now. Then we said these are the things that we can do maybe a year to 3 years down the road. And the rest of it is long-range plans. The next part of the process is we put a dollar amount to each one of those dreams that the people had. And what we did when we were finished, we put it into one document and we handed it to the budget team and said, this right here is your budget for the next year. Can you imagine? Let me tell you what happened. That budget was about $30,000 more than that church had ever spent in a budget year. And it scared me. But now here's the key. We had been through the process that we're taking everyone through now. And I asked them to trust God because God will provide where He guides. So this is what happened. Let's fast forward 13 months later, after the budget process was together, and we went ahead and we said, by faith, we're going to pass this budget and we're going to trust God for the results. We come up and we had almost $40,000 more. Can you imagine that? God works. He really does. But we have to trust Him.